What's up, Gib? Hello. Finally deving the games. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Why changed it to definitely not Carcat? It was always definitely not Carcat. It's been that forever. Yo, what's up, MC? Give me a sec, I'm just setting up some more stuff. Actually, I should probably do it. Hold on. Mid, what's up? Looks like I'm quite early. Yeah, still getting some stuff set up. What's up, World Class? What Unreal Engine version is this? It's 5.7. Definitely not 6.7. Lol. Okay. Cool. All right. What's up, Astronaut? So it's been a while since I streamed game dev, and since then, a lot of things have changed. I'll tell you about the things that have changed. First thing that's changed is, if you guys remember from last time, I was using a asset pack. It was like a kind of a framework that had a bunch of stuff, and we were just trying to tweak it to match what we wanted out of this game. And since then, I've completely changed what pack I was using. So now I'm on a completely different one, and I think it'll be much better. Do you have any programming experience? I tried to learn Unreal. It's too complex and not enough tutorial content for my first engine. Yeah, I've got programming experience. And, you know, learning Unreal is definitely tough, but if you give it enough time, I mean, I learned it all from YouTube, basically, so. Still not tried cheese balls? Yeah, still not tried cheese balls. Lol. So we've completely switched what framework we're using. How's your day? It was good, Notorious. How's yours? Heard you're French, is that correct? Yeah, that's correct. I'm half French. And the other major thing that's changed since I last showed you guys any game dev work is I've actually hired someone to work with me. So I've brought someone onto the team that has literally decades of experience in Unreal Engine and other engines. Is learning Unreal harder than the Panther? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so I am spending good money to basically have this guy do a lot of the heavy lifting when it comes to development. And the reason I'm doing that, one, is because I'm a busy guy and it's, I got other stuff I want to do. And if I were to try to build everything from scratch, it would take 10 trillion times longer than if someone with 15 years of experience in Unreal tried to do it. So I met this guy and he's super great, super awesome, very good at what he does. And he's been hard at work for he's been working for me for about 2, maybe 3 weeks at this point. Thank you, Roko, I appreciate it. So you want a for real type shit make this? Yeah, I want a for real type shit make this. Yeah, that's how you know I'm serious. And so because of that, I can actually show you, check this out. If we go to this and we just do this is what the actually, okay, just ignore the UI, but this is what the game kind of looked like by default, and the UI elements weren't there. But now with this guy, the first thing I had him do was work on the movement, like make it feel a little bit more like Marvel Rivals, and start having him prototype an ability system and a class system. So now, and you can ignore the Shrek model, this is obviously a placeholder, but if you look in the bottom right, look at how familiar that looks. So he actually designed this UI for the ability system and then hooked in the ability stuff that was already in place in this framework. And so now you can cast abilities like it's Marvel Rivals. You know what I mean? And the abilities are all placeholder, but the first thing I had to do was just set up the system, right? So there's still tons of work to be done, and this is really loud. I should probably turn down Unreal. Hold on. I'm also going to turn down this a tiny bit. Yeah, that was funny. Hold on, let me go to my volume mixer. Just turn it down. Okay. So you can see we've already got the infrastructure laid out for a Marvel Rivals like ability system, where we'll be able to basically design classes and swap in and swap out abilities very modularly. It's gonna be really, really good because all these abilities, the way it's structured, is pretty genius. And again, this is a part of the reason why I had this guy come onto the project, because I knew that, he would do a good job of this. But you can see here's like the UI for the abilities, and it's all like placeholder until you go into the actual code for, I believe, here we go. The code pulls it from let's see. Let me see if I can find the data tables. Oh, also, I don't think you guys can see what I'm looking at. Well, hold on. Let's see. There we go. So he basically created a system that pulls all the info from this data table, and this is where the classes get defined. So for now, it's just like a bunch of placeholders, right? But you can see like class name, description, the skin, the image that goes with it, and then the most important part is obviously the primary weapons and the abilities. And you can see like the way these abilities work is they're all built off of these actions, not spells. And so you can swap these to whatever ability you want, and that changes the ability that that class has. So when we're designing classes, it becomes very modular. You can swap abilities in and out as you go. And instead of designing it like a full class and you can't really touch that class, it's all the same thing. Say we built an ability for one class, but then decided it would fit better on another. The abilities themselves are independent of the classes. So we can really just move stuff around in a very modular way. It's going to be really, really good for development. Where'd you find a guy with 15 years of experience with spare time to work on this? That's a really good question. There's mostly luck, but I'll explain that in a second. Is your job related to CS? Yeah, I'm a software engineer. This is the same Unreal Engine version. Your game won't have dynamic abilities, right? Yeah, right. It's just for developing. We design the classes, you spawn in as your class, and you have those abilities. You have a name in mind? We do have a name in mind. Look at the pin message. What's up, Cable? What's up, Scoots? Alex, am I switching over for Social Clock? I got a 90. And everyone else saying they bombed it. Nice job. So the dev that I hired, I actually met in the Discord server for the asset pack I was using before this one. And I just saw he had made a post saying that, you know, he's looking for work. And so then I had actually seen that someone else had worked with him. So I messaged that guy first and asked what his experience was like. And the guy said that the developer was incredible, like super just good at what he does. Very fun and like helpful to work with, very nice, all that kind of stuff. So I messaged him and we started working out, you know, what this could look like. And now he's on the team. So yeah, everything with the classes is going to be super modular. You can see like right now, you know, the class that I was just playing as, I think is just the buff male. This is just what he's called. And you can see he's got Fireball, Frostbolt, whatever these random classes in the bottom. So here's Fireball, right? Here's the Frost, whatever. But if I go to this and I change Frostball to like drop Meteor and I save, then when I play, also, what are these errors I'm getting? Bring hot and slushy and create dive rivals. Yeah, I'm only streaming the Unreal window right now. Okay, interesting. It looks like either this ability has not actually been created or... Let's try Meteor Rain. There we go, okay. Yeah, see, now I just completely set it to a different ability. And so it's still like the same class, but we can decide what abilities the class has, you know, just from the data table. Everything is extremely modular. Okay. Yeah, these are the errors that I'm looking at. I'm not really sure what the fuck is going on here. It looks like... Yeah, it looks like these just need to be validated gets or something. Thank you, Trash and Ghoulie. Right, so today, what we're going to try to do today, which I'm a little nervous about, but we shall see if it works, is we're going to try to build a full lobby system that has like a main menu, because right now all we have is this. Like this is literally all we have. There's no main menu, there's no pause menu, there's no anything. So we're going to try to build a full lobby system that allows you to connect, to create a lobby and invite people and stuff with Steam. But yeah, some other stuff that just came with this pack. Oh, fucking hell. So you can actually get in that car and drive around. So this is probably, you know, this is not going to be in the game probably, but it's kind of funny. Oh my god. Oh, that's pretty crazy thing you can do. There's also a dragon. I mean, this is crazy. And he even shoots fireballs. No, I mean, this is like really cool. How do I get off? Okay, I can't get off. Lol. Okay, this is gonna annoy the shit out of me. Let me fix this. I'm gonna need to check this out. So now, because I'm working with other people, we have source control, which means that anytime I want to work on something, I need to check it out from source control first. So I press checkout, it's checked out, and now I can edit it freely. And all I really want to do is just convert all of these to validated gets. But yeah, before we really get into the weeds, I just want to say thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you for joining me. This should be a super chill stream. We're going to try to build a lobby system from scratch, basically. And so you're going to get to see a lot of stuff that is not just gameplay. It's going to be like working on the UI, working on, you know, integrating Steam, all that kind of stuff. And then if we have time, then I want to also get a little bit into the enemies, which might be maybe more interesting. Maybe it's more gameplay based, but okay. So those are all validated gets now. That should fix the errors. That fixed none of the errors. Wow, hilarious. Okay. So what that tells me is probably these don't need to be validated gets. Okay, let me just get a full sense of what the issues are. We have access not trying to read slots manager comp and ability comp. Action. All right, Josh, appreciate you. And good night, Clav. What do you do as a software engineer? I work at a software consulting firm for healthcare companies. What's up, Z1? Okay, first things first, let's just see if I convert this to a validated get, if that fixes anything. Oh, that fixed everything. What? No, that did not fix everything. Well, I know these are like mostly harmless errors, but just seeing them is very annoying. Hey, what's up, Anarchy? Okay, that seems to have changed something. Let's try. No, this is actually changing nothing. Okay, well, I don't really know why I'm getting these errors. What you been on Rival 7 Gotcha? Don't care. Okay, I think I'm just gonna ignore this then for now. Cool. Yeah, what's up now, Mark? Okay. I aspire to be a game developer and I'm starting to be one right now. I just want to come into the stream and say hi. I appreciate you coming to the stream and saying hi. Welcome to the stream. Looks like a cool game you built in there. Thanks. Early days, early days. Is it asking me to save that? Wait, this is not what I wanted. Oh. Here we go. That's what we wanted. The other thing we're gonna need is an empty level. Hold on. I'm gonna pull up chat on my phone real quick. Be a lot easier. Yo, what's up, Festus? How's it going? In your drunk stream, you sound how I would imagine you drunk. That's funny. I'm doing great. I'm doing good. Interesting. Okay. Whoops. He dies fast, yeah. Okay, yeah, I gave up on debugging the errors because they're just not that important right now, Ghoulie. Right now, what we're going to do is start setting up the earliest stages of a lobby system. So, we're going to create an empty level, that's just a main menu, and that will let you create a level, or create a lobby that will transfer you to a lobby level. And then the lobby level, you'll be able to invite people through Steam, and also they can search for your lobby, you know, in like a server browser eventually, maybe. And the goal is to set it up so that people can join you. So just to kind of give you an outline of what we're working towards, we have, you know, super basic combat, and we're going to set up some enemies later, but really what we want is to set up the basic game and then get a way for people to join the game and to play the basic game, and that way we can start playtesting as soon as possible. So that's what we're working on right now. So I've set up a main menu level, which is an empty level. We're going to add some UI to it in a bit. And then we've set up a lobby level, which is just going to be an empty, you know, an empty level basically, which is right here. And what we can do is we can set it to this. And if you press play, you can just run around the level, right? So the goal is going to be to get people to be able to join this level with me. And what's interesting, so something I set up right before this was if I launch the game in standalone. All right, I guess I'm checking this out. Both, Ghoulie. It's going to be single player, multiplayer, it's going to be multiplayer. Something that I set up a little bit ago, really right before I started stream, is I installed all the plugins that we'll need to set up like Steam in this game. So now you can see it actually says access Steam features, and I can actually shift tab and I'm playing the game. You know what I mean? Like but from the Unreal editor, I'm able to access Steam. So that was the first step in order to get kind of Steam up and running. It's not that it's listed on Steam, but there is a Steam like entry for it, which I made ages ago when I was, you know, first kind of setting up the game. Where was I? I was here. So we are doing this. So this is a node that was added by the plugin that I installed, which will let us, this is basically literally us creating a lobby. It creates the lobby and then it opens up the lobby level. And so what we're going to need is to provide a button that calls this function. You're not paying Steam at this point? It does cost $100 to have like your own entry for the game that you can then eventually publish. How long have you been working on this? I mean, this version of the game, it's only been a few weeks, but I've had, other projects that have been going on, or like that I would work on and off that I've since scrapped for years. Wait, no, that's not one. Oh, I see what it's doing. Okay, that's fine for now. What's interesting in starting a game instance, starting a session? Good question. They're two completely different things. Yeah, you're understanding the terms wrong, which is totally fine because, that's just the terms. The game instance is a type of special blueprints in Unreal. There are many special blueprints. There's the game mode, there's the game state, there's the game instance, there's the player pawn, there's the player controller, there's player state. There's all sorts of different special blueprints. The game instance is basically just the blueprint that represents, literally speaking, your instance of the game, but it's one of the only blueprints that persists in between levels. So your player controller, your player character, the game mode, all of that, those are all unique to a specific level, like a specific map. The game instance is the only thing that follows you around. It's like literally your copy of the game in a sense. So anytime you want to save stuff that will still be there, as you transition between the main menu, the lobby, and the game, you put it in the game instance. But the game instance gets created and destroyed when you launch the game and when you close out of the game. So what we basically set up now is when you launch the main menu, it'll immediately call create session on the game instance, and it will go through and create that. So actually, if we did it right now, like we were just in the menu, we just press play, it should just instantly put us in the lobby level. So we're actually in the lobby level now, not the main menu. Right? Because in the level blueprint, we just have it instantly calling create session. Now, if we didn't do that, then when we load into the main menu, it's just a black screen. Well, actually, I guess you can still kind of see stuff, which is funny. I think we're going to want a new game mode for the main menu. Blueprints. Let's put it here. We're going to create a new game mode base, call it main menu game mode. And that's going to go right here. So now when we load into the main menu, we won't see any of the nonsense we saw before. And what we'll eventually do is create a HUD that's specific for the main menu that will show the UI and everything. Tafar! Oh my god. What excellent timing. Awesome. It's good to see you, man. So it's a copy of the game? It kind of. It's, yeah, you can think of it that way. to initialize the player object but didn't load environment. Yeah, that honestly I'm not sure why I did that, because the game mode was not even set, so there shouldn't have even been a default pawn for you to possess, but for some reason I don't know, it freaked out. Anyways, point is, the main menu for now is literally just going to be a pass through, which brings us directly to the lobby. Hell yeah, Tafar. Well, I appreciate you putting me on the side monitor. Yeah, the other thing I did, Tafar, which I explained at the beginning of the stream, is I actually hired somebody. So I've added a dev to the team who is just like actually a professional. So a lot of the infrastructure setup and stuff, he's going to be handling because he won't fuck it up. Yeah. Well, luckily content, basically all the money that I'm spending on the game and development is just coming straight from the money that I make from YouTube and Twitch money. So it's nice. It kind of just, and it all becomes a business expense too. So it is tax write-off. So you know what I'm gonna do? Let's just create like a really basic UI for the main menu, because it's gonna be annoying to me if we don't have one. It'll just be a user widget, I think. So we're gonna add a canvas. You guys are gonna get to see what working on UI components in Unreal looks like. Start with a canvas panel. This is basically our a representation of our screen. Yeah, that's true, Tamar. It's very, very true. So the first thing we can do is we can just add an image that is just like going to be kind of the background, and we'll make it take up the entire screen. So it's going to be centered. You can set the anchor here. It's going to be anchored to the full screen, and it's just going to take up the whole ass screen. Let's see. Yeah, that looks good. And we can change the color to make it a little bit less abrasive. Oh, that's kind of nice, a little lavender. And then we can add some text. So we'll rename this to background. And let's just add some text. And we'll call this main menu text. And make the text main menu. What we want to do is we want to center it. So we'll set the anchor to center. Set the position to 0, 0. And make it bigger. The text will probably want it to be black. There we go. Maybe, no, you know what? Maybe we want it to be white, but with a black outline. That makes a lot more sense. Justify it to the middle. And yeah, I guess that's not really gonna fly. And they also want to turn the font up by like a gajillion. Cool, that's good. Outline settings, here we go. Outline size, maybe 5. Perfect, that looks great. And I just want to make sure it's somewhat centered. Cool. Main menu. You design the main menu right now? Yeah. Bullet hell, but it's a good game. So a bullet hell is like, you know, let's see. One of these games, right? You dodge a trillion different bullets, and that's the whole point of the game, is you're just dodging all the time as you attack like a boss. A bullet heaven is kind of the inverse, where you are the one who creates all the projectiles and you're killing stuff. So, I mean, Vampire Survivors is the best example, right? Yeah, so the other term for bullet heaven is like survivors like, just because Vampire Survivors was the one who heavily popularized the genre. Okay, so all we have to do now is just change the HUD class to oh, you know what? HUD class is a different that's fine. In the level blueprint, actually what we can do is we can get player controller. Actually, how should we do this? I need a HUD. No, not a folder. Whoops. HUD? Yes, HUD. Main menu HUD. Cool. And the main menu HUD, all we have to do we set this to main menu HUD. And then in the main menu HUD, in the event graph on begin play, is that what we do? God, it's been a minute. I also need a new player controller for this. Add a controller. Oh, here we go. Player controller. Call it main. I don't see. No, it would just be player controller. Main menu. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. No, it would be BP main menu controller. That's what it would be. Cool. Someone that uses, you know, there's so much shit going on here. Yeah, true. Learning Unreal is tough. Once you get all the basics down and kind of understand where everything is, then it's great. So what I'm doing right now, basically all HUDs and UI components are attached to a controller, and the controller is what handles input. So we can see on this level, we're in the main menu level, right? We set the HUD class to the main menu HUD. We need to set the player controller class to our new main menu controller. And that should be all we need to do. Because then, oh, we also probably should get rid of default pawn class because we don't really need a pawn. I mean, I guess we could have a pawn, it doesn't really matter. But anyways, now we're going to go to our new main menu controller. And on begin play, we're going to give it a HUD, which I kind of forget how to do. No, actually, it should already have a HUD. If I just get HUD, that should work. And then what we want to do is add a widget component. Nope, that's not right. Remove all widgets. It should just be add widget, right? Set widget. Is your end goal to be good enough at game design so that NetEase can hire you and you can fix BP yourself? No, my end goal is to create a game that fixes BP in it. Yeah, exactly. Controller class is what converts inputs into actions. Widget to HUD. create widget. Create widget. There we go. Here we go. Main menu. Owning player. Get player controller. Add to viewport. That's what we need. Add to viewport. Boom. Okay. Now, when we launch the main menu, so when we get rid of this real quick. Aha! Boom! Main menu. Cool. So now we can start working on the main menu. For that, this is mostly just UI stuff. So if you're familiar with like how UIs are made and things, you know, it's, so I'll just call this like buttons box. This is going to be our vertical box. It's going to be anchored to the center. We'll do it like this and make it like kind of big. And then in the buttons box, we're going to create a bunch of buttons. Button, 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 button. What we can do is we can set these to like fill out the space, hopefully. Yeah. I feel like UI stuff is just usually pretty similar to everything. I think I'm watching this is chill as fuck. Appreciate it. Hey, what's up, Moxon? So this could just be like play button. This could be multiplayer button. This could be settings. And this could be quit. And what we'll have to do is we'll just have to add text that says all that. So text, 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 text. This will say play, multiplayer. We can definitely fix the flow later on, make it so like you press play and instead then it gives you the option of single player, multiplayer. But for now, we'll just make it really simple. Actually, to make it even simpler, let's just make this like a join lobby button and make this a create lobby button. Game is multiplayer first in mind. Okay, well, we can get rid of the play button. Delete. I mean, it's fine. Well, you know, you can play it solo. It'll be the exact same flow as everything else. It'll just be you don't create a lobby. Cool. So now if we press play on the main menu, you can see we have these buttons. They just don't do anything right now. Lol. So let's make them do something. First, we can maybe make the buttons look slightly less garbage. That's too much. Yeah, 2 is good. Cool. And then maybe we increase the font as well a little bit. Whoa, that's too much. Maybe 50? Yeah, 50 is good. 50 might be too much. It's fine. Then we just need a little bit of spacing in between our stuff, which I kind of forget how to do. There's like padding. I think that's what it's called. Padding. Might need to be on each individual button. Padding. About like 5 on every single one. And then maybe... Yeah, this is fine. Cool. Oh my god. Alright. I was asking, don't listen to me? Oh, it's okay, that's all good. Alright, Z1. See you soon. This lavender, I think, is a little bit too colorful. I think I'm gonna change the color of the background. Let's just make it gray. Now it just looks like gray with a slight hue. Cool. Alright. Wait, so will there be single player? Because if you can make it so single player gameplay is just a player that's alone in a lobby, then get rid of the create lobby button. What? Play would just launch you right into the game. You'd circumvent the lobby completely. You just go directly into the game. Create lobby would put you into the lobby level. And then, you know. There you go. What's up, Roku? We're doing good. We're doing good. Okay. So now I need these buttons to do something. Also, we need to make it so that... Yeah. Let's see, main menu controller, begin play. We need to set input mode to UI only. I guess do that after. So this code spawns the widget in, adds it to the viewport, and then sets that widget as the focus and sets the input mode to UI only. That way, when you click into the thing... Oh, we also need to show the mouse cursor. Show mouse? Yes. Is that something on the player controller? Hold on. Yes. Set show mouse to true. There we go. What's up, Eve? Okay, now let's do this stuff. So let's create yeah, I think for now what we'll do is we'll just make it so that when you click on this button, create lobby, it'll just throw you right into it. So we can do is we have this, yeah, we're gonna need all of these to be variables. Is variable. One really easy one we can do is when you click quit, you quit. Quit game. Lol. When you create lobby, whoops, create lobby on clicked, then we'll get game instance. Call create session. Oh wait, we have to cast. Whoops. Cool. So now if we go to the main menu, you press create lobby. Boom, we're in the lobby. Easy does it. Whee! Is the dagger inspired by Sung Jin Woo? I mean, the dagger is just a dagger. How people join via lobby or something? Yeah, so that's what we need to set up next, is the lobby flow. So we can get rid of all this now, we don't need it. I hate working in level blueprints anyways. And now we need to set up a join lobby flow, which... that's going to be a little different. Yeah, let's just fuck around and try it. Let's just try it. I like want to follow a tutorial. I feel like that'll just take too long. I feel like we can just kind of feel our way around it instead of looking up specifics. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna make join lobby send you to a different menu. Send you to like kind of a server browser menu. So what we can do is we can kind of group all this together. Wrap with... Can I just wrap it with the background? No. Just wrap it with a vertical box? Cool. So now everything's in a vertical box, and this will just be like main menu elements. What we can do is we can set this as a variable. Can you say the thing one time? Bro. Why do you always ask me to say the thing? I'm very locked in, that's true. Okay, so when you press join lobby, the first thing we want to do is hide the main menu. So what we can do is we can go to on clicked, we grab main menu elements, and we set the visibility. Set visibility to collapsed. And that'll do that. Bang, bang. Perfect. It's the beginning of our flow. Then we're going to need to create some new elements to add. So what we can do is we can create just like a whole ass server browser thing. So let's do that now. What we'll do is we'll start with maybe a border. And we'll call this the server browser elements. And this is going to be anchored to the whole screen as well, but it's not going to take up the whole screen. It'll be smaller. Yeah, basically, I don't know. I kind of just want it to be like this. Maybe we anchor to the center instead. That should be easier. Oh, maybe not. Cool. Cool. That's like good enough. Then we'll change the, not that. There we go. All right, so this is gonna be your server browser. And I don't know, let me just look up a picture of server browsers. Let me look up a reference picture. So something like this would be totally fine. Yeah, I'll show you in a second, Cooley. It's actually pretty easy. That looks too complicated. Let's do something more simple. Perfect. This should be fine. Okay. So with this as our reference, we start with a vertical box that goes in here. And in the vertical box, we're going to need one, two, let's see. Like 3 horizontal boxes. And the first one is just going to have text. And the text is going to say server browser. It's going to be centered. We're going to fill, have it be centered. And we're going to make it much bigger because that looks terrible, obviously. That's pretty good. Yo, what's up, Froggy? What's up, man? Long time no see. Okay, then we need some buttons. Button. That's gonna be a refresh button. And then maybe a back button. Back button. Refresh button. Yeah, be like this. And then we can also put in a spacer. After that, spacer just takes up space arbitrarily. Like that. And then we're gonna need some text to go to the back button, the refresh button, and this will say back. And this will say refresh. Same thing, we can give him a bit of an outline to make him look a little bit clearer. And also some padding. That looks decent, I guess. Will there be public and private lobbies? Yeah, for sure. For sure. Enter code section 2 with the confirm button? No, it's probably not going to be code based. For now, at least. Might give it a little bit more. Oh, that was the wrong one. Add some left padding, some more left padding. Maybe like double. Cool. Yeah. I'll show you in a second because I actually don't even remember exactly how it works. So it's gonna be a bit of rediscovering it together. Okay, then this horizontal box, this is actually needs to be a vertical box. This is gonna be where all the servers go. Room list. And this room list is gonna be a variable that we add certain elements to. Specifically, we should probably create a widget for this specifically, but I'm just too lazy, I think. Maybe I shouldn't. No, I shouldn't be too lazy. Let's do that. So in UI, we're gonna create a new widget blueprint. This, and it's gonna be WBP room list entry. So this is going to be the thing that actually goes inside the room list. And all it's going to be is a horizontal box. Wait, this is I needed a widget blueprint, my bad. UI widget blueprint, there we go. User widget, WBP, room list entry. So here we're gonna put a horizontal box, and it's gonna have a bunch of things in it. But what things is it gonna have in it? Honestly, it should probably, it's gonna have a lot of text for sure. We're gonna need text for name, host, right? Player count, and ping. Title, host, player count, ping. And we'll just put in some dummy text. So title could be test lobby, host, player, test player name, player count, 1 out of 4, and we'll just call it 50. Then we just need to give them, we need to have them fill it out. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, cool. So the reason we did that is because now if we go into here, we can actually look up room list entry, and we can throw in a room list entry. Check that out. There you go. Bang. And any edits we make to this will also be made to that. So for example, we can set the outline to 2, 2, 2. There we go. Compile this, and there we go. And so then what we can do also is we can kind of copy everything going on here. Put it here. Maybe not. Basically what we want to do is just mimic everything. This, call this name, host, players, ping, and and set that to fill. Bang. Then do the same thing, set the outline to 2. Set this to name. Host. Players. Thing. And we can maybe even make the font just a little bit bigger, just to kind of drive home the fact that it's the title. Maybe a little bit bigger. Yeah, I like that. Then we can put maybe a border right here and change the color to be a little bit darker and add some padding. Cool. Then all we need to do, just to get some more basic stuff going here, is set back to bring back the main menu elements. And also now we can take the server browser elements, set that to a variable. And set the visibility of those. Collapsed. Visible. And with these buttons set, I should now be able to cleanly navigate between the main menu and the server browser. Although, hold on, the server browser showed up by default, which is not what we want. And the reason that happened is because the visibility is set to visible by default. So we need to change that, which should be very easy. We just go here and set it to collapsed. So here's the main menu. We press join lobby. We open up the server browser. We press back. We go back to the main menu. Brilliant. What's up, Connor? How often are you updating the doc? I'm not seeing anything related to a lobby system. Or do you only plan it recently in your head? Oh, that's just a given. The lobby system is not going in the game design document. Thank you so much, Scoots. How's your day? It was good, Connor. How's yours? Cool. So now we have a main menu, and we have this, and the refresh button doesn't do anything, but it will soon. And this is just kind of like a test entry. I have something to say if you look at my channel. Maybe another time, Connor. I'm a little busy right now. The other thing we can do is, I think it would look better if this was surrounded by a border. So I'm gonna do that. What I can do is I can just wrap with border and make it kind of strange. Wait, maybe I should wrap all of these in a border. Hold on. No, that's not what you want. No, that's definitely what I want. Hold on. Yeah, no, that works out fine. Okay, cool. Now I just need to slightly lighter gray, maybe. Cool. Oh, a join button. We need a join button. I work with Rockstar. My channel was a test. And on my channel on New Year's, I will give you all a sneak peek at GTA 6. Okay. Sounds good, man. I'm excited. See how that looks. Okay, yeah. The only problem is now things are a little bit poorly spaced. So the button doesn't look that good. Right. Okay. I need to add a spacer here. Cool. All right. Bang. Change the hover color to be slightly different. No, that's worse. Whatever. Yeah, what's up, Steven? Okay, so now this is where things get a little bit more complicated. That's where things get a little bit more complicated. Let me show you what I mean. What we're going to do is we're going to set this list entry to collapsed because we don't really need it. So now when we go to our lobby, it's not going to be there. And now what we need to do is when you open up the server browser, it needs to populate with all the servers. So here's how we're going to make that work, I think. What we're going to do is when you open up the server browser, it's going to, let's go to the event graph. On click join lobby, we open up the server browser, and then we're going to find sessions. Find sessions. Max results we'll set to, I don't know, 10. And the results we can loop through. So this find sessions node just finds all the active sessions, basically. And we can see what we get by apparently we can't break this. That's interesting. Is this the same solo leveling game? It's not the same solo leveling game. The game design doc is pinned in the chat. Okay, for this I actually will see how he does it because this is, I forget. Maybe it's find advanced sessions? Find sessions advanced? Here we go. This is what we want. Plus 10. Server type to search. All servers. Empty servers only. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. We still can't break this. Interesting. Oh, here we go. Check this out. Get server name. get current players, get max players, get ping. That's helpful. So what we can do is we can create a widget, and it's going to be our room list entry. Bang. And we should be able to set, let's see, hold on. All this text needs to be variables. And we should be able to get title. Yep, get title, get players, player count, get ping. Cool. And then we can set tooltip text. So the name is going to be the tooltip text there. And then the player count is going to be to text. To text. Format text. It's going to be current out of max. Current out of max. And then we set tooltip text. Whoops. Do we want tooltip text or set text? I can never remember. No, we want tooltip text, I think. And that goes in here. And then ping. Set tooltip text. Yeah, Steven, it is. And then we just need to get the room list and add child. Bang. And this can be a for loop, doesn't need to be a for loop with break. And so what we can do is we can take this whole thing and do one of my favorite things that you can do. Collapse to a function. Collapse into function failed. What the fuck? Find sessions advanced cannot be placed in a function graph. Okay, fair enough. I guess we can't do that. Well, then we can just make it its own event. Find sessions. Cool. And on failure, we could do okay. This could be cool actually. I actually think this would be cool. Well, it's not that cool like objectively, but I think it's gonna be cool. We're gonna do show find sessions. We'll just do toggle find sessions failed. So what we can do is on failure toggle find sessions failed. And all it's going to do is show some text that there were no sessions found. So for that, we're going to need to create that. It's going to be in the designer. We can hide this for now. And just create, it'll be, let's see, just a horizontal box with some text in it. Doesn't need to be rich text, it can just be regular text. It'll just say no lobbies found. It'll be centered. Fill. And the horizontal box will also be fill. It's not filling up. Because the room list is not fill. There we go. There we go. That looks nice. That looks nice. Is it good UX to suggest a user to open his own lobby if no lobbies are found, or is that just unnecessary and visual clutter? That'd be fine. We could also just have a create lobby button up here as well, which we can do down the line. Plenty of ways we could do this. I actually think no border looks better for this. So then all we have to do is set this to collapsed. And on failure, what we have to set this to a variable. Call it no lobbies found. And all we have to do is get no lobbies found and set the visibility to visible. And down here, set it to collapsed and then put a flip-flop. I love the flip-flop, such a silly name for a node. Flip-flop. Flip-flop, yeah, basically the way the flip-flop works is it keeps track of how many times you've gone through it, and each time you go through it, it either goes through A, or if you've already gone through A, it goes through B, and then if you went through B last time, you go through A, and it just kind of, it's basically a toggle, but I don't have to track, I don't have to like manage a Boolean. It's really nice. Cool. So now, all we have to do is on this, do find sessions. And then also while we're here, we can already do the refresh button. The refresh button is a variable. And on clicked, just do find sessions. Bang. All right, should be good to go. So now if I hit join lobby, it'll search for a bit. And then as soon as it fails, because there's no lobbies, lol. I wonder how long it searches for. I actually don't know. Yeah, I was gonna say I should definitely do that. Ghoulie, that is a really good idea. So what we could do is honestly, I kind of just want to do this. Because what we could do is instead of making like I could just use the same text that we're using here. Oops. We could rename this to searching state. And instead of using a flip-flop, we could set searching state. And then honestly, we could even use like an enum or something. Actually, that's probably not a good idea. I have to create a new enum, and creating enum is kind of annoying. Well, let's just create a new enum. Fuck it. Enum. Do we need an enum? No, you know what we're gonna do? You know what we're gonna do is instead we'll use we'll use two booleans. That'll be better than an enum. We don't need a whole enum for this. Success. Okay. So then if we're searching, we will set searching state to true and set the tooltip text to searching for lobbies. And then if we're not searching, we check if it was a success. And if it was a success, then we set searching state to collapsed because we don't need it. And if it's not a success, then we set it to visible. But we change it to no lobbies found. Cool. And then all we have to do is actually call the thing. So here we will do set searching state, and it's searching, and that's all we need to do. And then here we set searching state, and it's not searching, and it was a failure. And then when this is completed, we set searching state, and it's not searching, and it was a success. Boom. Done. And then the other thing we can do is we can collapse this to a function and call it create room list entry. That looks very clean. Everything looks nice and clean now. Okay, let's try it. That's weird. Okay, that was a couple weird things at once. Let's just by default set the searching state text to searching state text and see if the problem is that it's not actually updating anything. Okay, cool. So it's not actually updating anything, which begs a couple questions. One, are we even calling this function? That would be really embarrassing if we weren't. Okay, we're calling the function. That's good. So the question is, why isn't this working? Oh, it's because we need to get the text. Wait, we need to, it's the wrong one. I used the wrong one. Set tooltip text. I was setting the text on the horizontal box. There's no box and there's no text in the horizontal box. Idiot. Idiot. All right, let's try. Okay, still not doing anything. Interesting. Breakpoint time? Nah, we barely ever need breakpoints. You can do everything with print strings for the most part. Maybe it's not set tooltip text. Maybe it's, oh, tooltip text. That's why that's why it showed up on my mouse. That's not helpful. I think it is just set text. That was really dumb. That was really dumb and stupid. Which means I need to fix it for the other thing too, because I use set tooltip text. I was like, why is there text showing up on my mouse? Doesn't make any goddamn sense. Set text. Here we go. All right, this should work. There we go. Searching for lobby. Check that out. Nice. The secret is always use tutorials forever. Yeah, true. How long did it take you to be able to do this on your own without tutorials? I'm second year game dev and still use tutorials. Yeah, I still use tutorials. But I've done this before and I kind of know the general gist, so I don't need a tutorial for this. I mean, if I did a tutorial for this, it would be better. It would be faster. Well, it'd be slower in some ways and faster in others. But for this, I don't want to watch a fucking video, especially if I'm streaming. You know. Yeah, the text is gone. So what does that mean? That means that it's considering it a success, but there's nothing to put because that's, you know, right? Hey, thanks, Asta. I appreciate it. So really what we need to do is if the results length is equal to 0, then we need to consider it a failure. Because basically what's happening is there's nothing in the results, but it's still considering it a success, not a failure. Failure would be like, yeah, your query was unsuccessful. The query was successful. The query was successful, but it would just return 0 because there's nothing. So if the length is 0, then we set the searching to 0 and success. And now this should work. Welcome back, Steven. Yeah, the on failure part is basically if you have like internet issues or something like that, you know. But here we go. No lobbies found. Perfect. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so now the question is, can we create a lobby? And luckily, Unreal has a built-in way of testing this. We can play as listen server and set it to 2 people. And so now we can actually launch up 2 versions of the game. But let's do it from here so we can set it as 2 different windows. Yeah. Probably actually what we want to do is set it to client. So now I have 2 instances of the game. If I press create lobby, it goes to the lobby. And then if I go to join lobby, does it find anything? Check that out. Boom! How long have you been doing game dev? On and off for like 3 years. And now if we press join, the join button doesn't do anything. The join button doesn't do anything. Oh. Oh, but progress. Yo. GG, I was hyped. Oh my god. Okay. So now the question is, how do we get the join button to actually do something? Lol. Also, make array. Break? No. How do we... I don't know how to set the settings, you know what I mean? This is going to be interesting. Because we got all this info, but it clearly didn't, like, do anything. Who creates the join button? I feel like on creation you have to pass it some arguments so it'll know which lobby to connect to. Yes, exactly. That's exactly right. So we need to associate the room entry with a session, I think. But I don't really know how to do that. Actually, I think I do. I need to know what get extra settings. No. Break. I just want to like break this apart and see what's inside it. But for some reason, for some of these structs, it's just not letting me break them. Which, oh, because maybe it's session property key. Okay, I have no idea what that means. So we have some variables. Session ID is string, unique build ID. I probably just look at the docs, to be honest. Discovered you when I played BP last start of the year, and then found out you also do game dev when you upload the first video. Hell yeah. Advanced sessions, Unreal Engine, documentation. Maybe this is not what we want. Dude, I don't even know what to look up. Unreal Engine, advanced sessions, join lobby. Could watch a video. Join session? Is that a thing? Can we just like fucking join session? No. It would be in here, results. Like, how do you join session? Join session. Oh, join session. Oh. Oh, okay. So, okay. Wait, okay. So all we need to do, this is gonna be so easy, actually. All we need to do is create a variable called session and set it to session blueprint session result. Is that what we want? It's whatever this is. Yeah, blueprint session result. Okay, perfect. Blueprint session results. So that's the session. Then all we have to do is when we create it, we set the session to the result. Also, we don't need all these fucking, we don't need all of them. Jesus Christ. We just need one. Bang, 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 bang. And then, oh, what went wrong? Oh yeah. Oops. Okay, cool. And then all we have to do is set the join lobby thing to a variable on clicked, join session, get player. Oh my god, we're almost there. We're actually almost there. Player controller, session, boom, bang, and here we go. Ready? Create lobby, join lobby. It's searching for the lobby. So the session is built-in thing? Yeah, because it comes from a plugin. Hey, ready for the moment of truth? Bang! Yo! Multiplayer! Let's go. Yeah. dude, and everything's like, oh, and also the abilities are all already replicated out of the box. Yeah. Dude, let's go! Oh my god. Is delay based or like whole servers or authoritative? So I don't know how you would classify it, you know, relative to like delay based or I mean, it's obviously probably not rollback. So, but it is definitely like server authoritative or host authoritative. You can use either listen servers, which are peer-to-peer, where one person's the host, or you can use dedicated servers and then they all just connect to the server. So yeah, it's probably just delay based because I think that's like the default for everything, isn't it? Okay, cool. Wow. Oh my god. So we have a working main menu, a working server browser, which is pretty epic, and that's crazy. Best coding is on the code first try. Yeah, I mean, luckily, like you can see, this is the advantage of using an engine. An engine, you use the tool that they give you, and it just works. It just does. It's so nice. And we have a refresh button. We can go back. Yeah. What if you had an Iron Fist type character in the game? Hey, say less. I definitely want like a fist fighting character. That'd be epic. Okay. What's this? Like an Iron Fist character that's able to do different combos with the combo left and right click could be cool. That sounds super cool. Yeah, Tafar. That sounds more like what my experience has been with this game. Wow, this is awesome. How long did that take us? How long have I been streaming? 2 hours? Not bad. A little under 2 hours. Probably like an hour and a half. Okay, so now really the world is kind of our oyster in the sense that like we now have a way for people to join lobbies. I mean, the question is, does it work on Steam? That will be the question. Those are the only thing on your checklist, so you can check it off. If only that thing was on your checklist. Yeah. I haven't really been working on the checklist, so to speak, anymore. I mean, I'd probably do it like checklist per day, in which case this was on the checklist and I'd check it off, but I didn't actually make a checklist for today. Okay, the next thing we want to do probably is get it to like actually, you notice how when we create the lobby and then we join it, like we didn't actually get any like settings to create the lobby, you know what I mean? So we can add that flow now, because as of now, it just says test player name, test lobby, 1 out of 4, then ping. So not super helpful. I don't even think it's like actually, yeah, I don't know. So what we're gonna want to do is set that all up. So let's go back to our main menu, and what we can do is we can hide this for now. We're not gonna need to work on it for a while. And now when we press join lobby, what if we do kind of a similar thing? Oh no, when we press create lobby, I mean, when we press create lobby, what if we hide this and work on a join lobby flow? That'll look nice. And this we'll just kind of put off for here for now. So a join lobby flow can be very simple. Let's hide this for now. Maybe we hide this. Because what we could do is we could make it so that when you press create lobby, it actually hides the main menu buttons instead and changes the main menu text, set text to join lobby, or sorry, create lobby. Does the session finder have a set amount of time before it displays the results, or is it displaying each server whenever it discovers it? It has a set amount of time before it displays the results, for sure. Okay, create lobby. To create lobby, and then we want to create our settings for create lobby. So we hide this, and let's create a vertical box. Back to kind of designing the UI a little bit. Vertical box, and first we'll put in some text. Hold on. Let me just look up a reference for a create lobby menu. That's fine. Okay, let's just do text. This will be name. Then we need text input. Input? I forget what it's called. Input key selector? No, that's not what we want. Yo, what's up, Connor? Text. Editable text. There we go. Name input. Let's see, we need a name for the lobby. That's all. Wait, that's all I need, right? Just a name for the lobby. And then a button that says create lobby. You have a rough idea of what you want the menu to look like, or you design these on the fly? I'm just designing these on the fly. Just very functional, practical, not working about the look. I have no idea what I want it to look like. Does that work? Can I? Whoops. Let me set it to one player now. Oh my gosh. Well. Working on the create a lobby submenu, right? Yeah. Hey, what's up, KV developer? How's it going? Okay, now when you click create lobby, we need to show the create lobby elements. Okay. I'm Brazilian, no speak English, cool live. The only word I know in Portuguese is cachoeira. Get organized. Let's see what we got. Create lobby back button. This should set the main menu to visible. And select set visibility to collapsed. A lot of these are just named very confusingly now. Right, okay. So now we just need to set create lobby elements. Set the visibility to visible. And that should be good. And then of course we need to actually be able to create the lobby and edit the text, which I'm not totally sure how that's gonna work, but we shall see. Okay, let's see. This actually lets me like create lobby. Nice. Okay, cool. And then it should just cool. Okay, cool. So now we can actually type text into the text, which is great. Text into here, I mean. I feel like I need to see the code behind to understand what all those nodes do. What do you mean? These nodes just set the visibility of stuff, right? And then these are the actual just like event nodes that I'm calling. Carcat, so you were the one how create something in Arabic EOMM. Yeah, I created EOMM. Okay, so what we need to be able to do is, oh, you know what it is? You know what it is? I just remembered how editable text works. On text changed. On text changed, and what we'll do is promote it to a variable that is lobby name. Bang. Then when we create the lobby, we need to add a text field. Honestly, I don't really think we need this to be in the game instance. I don't think we need to use the game instance at all. So let's just move that real quick, because then we can just do it direct from here, which is totally fine. So this is where we need to set the name of the lobby and stuff. I was the only person that everything was under the game instance? No, right now we're working on the widget blueprint. So this is the actual widget blueprint for the main menu. So the main menu, like this is the visuals, but then you can go into the event graph of the main menu, and this is where all the code is. Right now, the game instance doesn't have anything except for the class ID, which is used for something else. But since we only really care about the main menu UI when we're in the main menu, we don't need to put it into the game instance. The game instance is for things that you want to persist to other maps. Now, when we create the session, hopefully we can, like, you know, set the session name and stuff. Speaking of which, how do we do that? Make array, session property key pair. Make session property key pair. I actually have no idea. How the fuck does this work? Bro. Set. Get. Session ID property key. Okay, I need to look this up. Advanced sessions. Session property. Literal. What? this work? I literally just looked this up on Google. I don't even know if what I'm doing is real. Is your game gonna have Panther in it? Yes. Well, not literally, but yes. Wait. Oh, I see. You can set your own. Oh, I think that's how that works. I think you can set your own. What's it called? Your own properties, and you just give them a key. So you can actually set anything and have it be a part of the lobby data. Oh, interesting. Yeah, you can make. Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. Not at all what I need right now. I just need to set the name of the server, but I don't know how to do that either. Yeah, so I could set anything for anything really here, but it's just not what I want. Because what I want is just to set the server name, which is its own what's it called? Its own thing. Get server name. Like that's a part of the session results. So the question is, why is it not working? And the answer is because I'm using set tooltip text. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, I forgot. I forgot. That's what I was doing. Wait. Yeah, there we go. Dude, I'm so fucking brain dead. Holy shit. Okay, so now if I join the lobby... No, wait. Fuck. If I create a lobby... Doesn't matter what the name is now. And then I join lobby. I think by default it sets the server name to whatever the player name is, so to speak. So... Let's see. Wait, it didn't work. Wait, no, wait. What the fuck? No! It didn't work. Why is it not working? Because I disconnected add child. God, I'm actually such a burger. I'm burgering out. I'm burgering out. Do not listen to me, I'm being hacked. Yeah, that's what I thought. There we go. Oh my god, check it out. Wait. Holy shit. I need to put these things in a scale box. Oh my god. But it worked, it worked, it worked. it worked, but it like, you know, did not like the. It needs to be in here. Roomless entry. I need to put this into a scale box. And I need to put player name into a scale box as well. So what the scale box should do is hopefully scale down the text font if it's too long. Boom, there it is. Wait, host is still test player name. That's fine. And ping's 18. Players 1 out of 4. Join the lobby, and it should work. There it is. Beautiful. Beautiful. So what we're going to do now, this is what we're going to do now. This is going to be, oh, it's going to be so epic. It's going to be so epic. All right, I need to ban this guy. Connor, you got to come back when you are all sorted, man. Okay, this is going to be sick. I'm actually so excited for this. So what we're going to do is in here, we are going to, instead of doing the title as the player, as that, it's going to be the player name. Get host. Yeah. There. And also, I feel like we should truncate it. So we can get the server name and then truncate. Is that a thing? No, it's going to be split. Yeah. Split. The string to search and split. Wait, source string. No, split. That's not what we want. Let's see. Let me just look up real quick. Unreal Engine truncate string. Chop. That's what we want. Chop. Chop. Left chop. Returns the leftmost characters from the string, chopping the given number of characters from the end. So let's just do like 12. And then what we'll do is we'll append a ... and then have that be the string. Cool. That feels good. Oh, excuse me. They're from the system, Ghoulie. I'll put a character limit on the actual like server name once we get there. Okay, so then what we're gonna do for this, we're gonna do for the title is we're gonna create, a game name. We're gonna get extra settings. We're gonna get session property string. We'll call the setting name server name. No, game lobby name. And if it's found, then we will set, we'll promote it to a variable. Or to a local variable. Cool. Called local lobby name. And put that right here. And then we'll set this to local lobby name. Wait, it's a text. Cool. Just cleaning up the wires a little bit to make it look a little less like spaghetti. Cool, that looks a good bit better. And if it's not found, we'll just go to here. And then in create lobby, when we create the lobby, we will make an array, and we will make literal session property string. We will set the key to lobby name, and we'll set the value to lobby name. It's a string, so we can actually change this to, oh no, we can't. Okay, well, we can. Let's do it. Oh my God. Guess you don't have to host them. Oh, wait. Can you host? Wait. Are the string values from the system? Oh, yeah, I already asked that. Okay. Can you host multiple servers at once? I'm saying that to maybe test what it looks like when there are a lot of servers on the list. Yes. Yes, you can. Yep. So we will test that out as well. Okay. Now we will get the lobby name. And this should just work. Hopefully. So if we create a lobby, we name it, this is my epic test lobby, LOL. Create lobby. Then if we go to join lobby, it should all just work. I mean, just, oh my, and the truncation works too. Like, oh my God. Wow. First try. No, I mean, that's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So now the question is, does the player count work? So what we can do is we can increase the number of players to 3, and we'll get 3 different windows. We'll create a lobby, Boom, bang, bada bing. Join lobby. And join lobby. And then we can join the lobby. And he's in. And then if I hit refresh. Oh. Oh, okay. When I hit refresh, I need to clear the lobby list. Lol. Boom. 2 out of 4. There it is. Okay, that's good to know. Refresh button. On click. Needs to take the server, the room list. And something children. Clear children. That should work perfectly. Okay, we're moving fast. This is good. I really like this. What's interesting is I did set it to truncate the player name, but it definitely didn't use the 12th. I set the length to 12. It definitely didn't do that. I think I might want to do a right chop instead. Registering to the left of the specified location. Yeah, this is what we want. Lol. That should be much better. So if I create a lobby, name it test 1 2 3. Join lobby. That looks worse. That looks significantly worse. Lol. What's going on here? Right chop returns the string to the right. Yeah, no, that's, of course that's not. Yeah, I had it right before. It was left chop. Fuck. Yeah, see, it worked, but that does not look like 10 letters. Am I crazy? It just doesn't look like it truncated it, or it chopped it at all. Returns leftmost character from the string, given the number of characters from the end. That is not very helpful. Okay, I understand now. So basically, what we need to do is take the length of the string, subtract the length that we want to get, and then plug that into the count. Get the inverse, basically. Why is the line block so big? I have no idea. There we go. That looks significantly better. That looks much, much better. Oh! I forgot that I can't clear all the children. I need to clear all the children after the second child because 2 of those elements are children. That this part's is considered a child and this part's considered a child. Okay. Lol. Wow. This is super super jank. So what we need to do is get child. No, we need to get oh my god, this is gonna be so okay. Wait, I'm gonna need a new function for this. Clear room list. Okay, and then in clear room list, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get the room list, get the number of children, get children count, and then take the children count, subtract 1, and then do a for loop. No, not a for each loop, a for loop. There we go. Where the first index is 2 and the last index is this. And then we're going to get child at index this and remove child. Wait. This is so jank, but it's okay. Basically what this will do is we'll skip the first 2, go to the third until the last that we need, and then it should work. Boom. Perfect. Cool. Dude, we come a long way today. This is awesome. Okay. What's left to do? You know what we can do is in the main menu, we can set the play button. Check this out. On clicked, it just opens level by object reference. And it just opens the lobby level. So now if you want to play single player, you can just press play and it'll instantly go to the lobby, but it won't let you invite people, you know what I mean? If the list is full, it becomes scrollable or crop out of screen. Good question. To test that, what we can do is... Wait, actually, what we should do... What we should honestly probably do is paginate it. Nah, scrolling is better. You're right. Okay, so what we need to do is really wrap this in a scroll box. And then what we kind of need to do is actually just rename this. And make this the room list. This might be the last thing we do today. Because if it's in a scroll box, then it will automatically scroll, which is, it literally just works out of the box. And then that also removes the need to have to do this. Like, we just don't need this anymore. Because then we can literally just get the actual room list and clear that. Cool. And so now what we can do is just to test it, we can do this. Wait, no. Create room list entry. And actually, let's just create a test server list. Test full room list. And what we can do is sneeze real quick. We can just do this. This will just create an extra like 51 entries. Thank you, Andre. Yo, what's up, Tyler? Thank you, Ghoulie and Notorious. Bang. Okay, but unfortunately it I can't scroll it. So let's figure out why that's the case. Might need to be in focus. Scroll for visibility visible, orientation vertical, consume mouse wheel when scrolling is possible. Just like this, always over scroll? No. I'm a little confused. Yeah, no, they were definitely going off screen. Clipping clip to bounds. Oh, wait, that's not what I want to do. Fuck. Damn it. Weird. That is weird. I wonder if it's not letting me scroll because it's not clipped. Yeah, there we go. That's better. But I still can't scroll it, which is weird. How'd you know? Wait, that's such a good point. That's such a good point. I would assume it'd be because it would scroll. No, that's just a really good point. Okay. That's so funny. Lol. I don't know if that would change anything. Trying to think of just the easiest way to fix to adjust this, but I'm not sure. I think probably I'll just take this and put it here. And then for the ping, I'll just take the index. Actually, when's the lobby name? That's the problem. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's try that. If you were right about this, that'd be so funny. Yeah, wait, Ghoulie, we just came to the exact same conclusion. Okay, so I'm still trying to scroll and it's not working. Well. Yeah, nothing. Alright, well, I think, I don't know if I many more lobbies in the box shows? That could be it. I mean, that's what I'm thinking is maybe it's like, it's not scrolling because it doesn't register that, that it needs to scroll. Like maybe I should wrap this in a scale box or something. Oh, that's not doing anything good. Oh wait, no, it wasn't because of that. Because I set it to fill. Yeah, I mean, maybe I should just look up like Unreal Engine scroll box not scrolling. Wait. If this was actually the issue, I'm gonna be so pissed. No, okay, that was not the issue. I don't fucking know, man. Could this be related? Yeah, I don't know. I think you're right that it's something to do with the balance. Yeah, look at this. The scroll bar is the entire length. So it's not scrolling because what? It thinks that there's, I don't even know. Like with every added element, it just, the scroll bar just gets longer. Okay, wrap your scroll box. Someone said wrap your scroll box with a size box. That still doesn't... Yeah, this is fucked, bro. Like... Because as long as the rendering, it's clipping to the bounds, but it's not actually stopping it from being too large. This is really annoying. There we go. That looks great. Explain, please. I needed to wrap it in something and set it to fill instead of auto. Fill attempts to fill all the available room. Auto requests as much room as it needs. And so when you filled it up with 50 fucking things, it just requested all of that room and just filled it up and overflowed it. The problem now is that yeah. Let's see. Problem now is we just need to like change it so that it's not visible unless when we're searching. When searching is true, we need to set the room list size box to be collapsed. For my STs on Saturday, any tips? Did you study? Just stay calm and you know, do all the easy questions first. Oh fuck, I didn't wait. I didn't set the visibility back to visible. There we go. Yeah, that seems like a pretty good stopping point for today. I am gonna change this truncate string. We're gonna truncate it to 16 characters because that feels better. Get rid of this. This is awesome. This is really, I didn't think, I mean, honestly, I don't know. Yeah, this is good. Thanks, man. Yeah, this is sick. This is sick. Yeah, that looks great. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you for being here. I'm gonna start doing more again. You know, I took a break from game dev stream specifically because I was letting the guy that I hired just kind of do his thing. But now that we've set up some initial systems, I'm gonna start working more in parallel with him, and it should be good. Should be good. So the last thing we have to do, that looks great. That looks really good. Last thing we have to do is add everything that I made to source control, which I can show you guys what that looks like. So we made the main menu, which we can check in. Added main menu and lobby setup and lobby creation. Okay, what else did we create? We created the main menu controller. Do you use Perforce? Yeah, we're using Perforce. It's like a git repo commit thing? Yeah, exactly. But it connects directly to you know. Oh yeah, the levels. Okay, I've actually never like pushed my changes to push my changes yet, so we'll see like how this works. But this is basically what it looks like. Hopefully I'm not like doxing a ton of shit by showing you guys this. This I should be able to. Let's use Perforce on my uni. Nice. To be honest, I'm still pretty new to Perforce, so I have no idea what the fuck. There's a lot of stuff that I'm not super. I just hit submit. Let's see, config. Hmm. Yeah, no, I know. I know I know the path is fucked, but it works. It's fine. Okay, I might just double check with him to make sure I don't fuck anything up. So in that case, I am gonna end stream. I only do the submit in Unreal when you check in. Yeah, I just need to double check with him like how the fuck this works. But yeah, with that, I think we're gonna end here. Thank you guys so much for being here. I should be back with another game dev stream soonish, and maybe another like rival stream at some point too. But thanks so much for hanging out with me, and I hope you guys have a phenomenal rest of your night. No problem. I'll ping in the Discord whenever the next one is. Peace.